Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about the Doctor Who news that has come out recently and all of the stuff like that. Sorry I haven't covered that much on the channel. It's because I've been focusing on other stuff, because Last Summer Wine's 50th was last month and I just kind of took a break from talking about Doctor Who. So I'm back talking about Doctor Who, and there will be more Last Summer Wine videos coming at some point in the future, but at the moment I'm talking about Doctor Who. So the news I want to cover today is the fact is there was a lot of filming going on quite recently. I believe the back end of December and the beginning of January, where there was this giant kind of slug-esque creature walking around, and it looked very odd, if you ask me. Very odd. It looked like it could suck someone in. I'm pretty sure it has, but it looks like a cross between a mutant and Jabba the Hutt. So, picture that, because that's mental. Another stuff that's been going down recently is the casting. We have now got, for Series 14, they've now got Kate Stewart back, so that's really good to see her back, even though it's not really much of a casting announcement, because she was in the most recent episode, so I don't know really, but that's a bit odd. I'm excited to see Kate Stewart, and also I feel like she'll get better writing underneath Russell T Davies, because he's a lot better writer than Chris Chibnall. As you know, I'm not the biggest fan of Chris Chibnall. Go and check out my video on what did Chibnall do to who. That's what I did. Did that in 2021, wasn't it? Long time ago, eh? Yeah, so I'm excited to see her back, but I hope they do write her very well, because she's a bit bland, Kate Stewart, in a lot of ways. She doesn't do as much. She doesn't stand up to the way Brigadier did. The Brigadier was a very, very good character in certain respects, whereas she's just left with his legacy, if that makes any sense. But I would love to see Russell Davies. He's very good at character writing and fleshing out characters. So I've really got good hopes for her going into Series 14, and yeah. So, moving on to other casting, Anita Dobson is going to be in Doctor Who. So, that's a bit crazy, because she famously played Ange Watts in EastEnders. So that's quite a while ago. That was in the 80s when she played her. But yeah, it's gonna be a bit odd. Sharon's mum in Doctor Who. That's crazy. She's also married to Dirty Den in EastEnders, who famously got killed. So that's killed twice actually. But yeah, so that's going to be interesting. I hope there won't be any get out of my pub situations, but that was a joke. I hope that she really does bring a lot to the table, and we still don't know their character names as of recording. So I don't know who she could be. Maybe she could be, I don't know, the mother of Ruby Sunday, Millie Gibson, obviously. Maybe they'll do a storyline like that, but I don't know. I don't really know who she is at the moment. And they've also cast another person, and this person is Michelle Greenidge. Oh, I think that's her name. I'm sorry if I pronounce that wrong, because I'm not very sure on that exactly. But she was apparently in the TV show It's a Sin, that was also written by Russell T Davies, so it kind of makes sense that she would come over to Doctor Who at some point, which makes a bit of sense, really, because Russell T Davies has worked with a lot of people. It's realistically that he's going to bring someone across from other previous shows, so yeah, so that's rather cool. Other casting announcement we had is that I can't pronounce this guy's name. It's something like Aaron Barnard. Is some actor, but I think I probably pronounced that wrong. But his name's playing Roger Apt Williams. I think that's right. He's supposed to be some kind of politician in the Doctor Who universe, because on filming locations we saw these big photos. I don't know why I'm pointing over there, but yeah, we saw these big photos of him, and he looked like a politician. It had like blue and red, and it was like, you know, one of those like "Make Britain Grey Again" posters and stuff like that, you know, stuff like that, you know. So I'm guessing we're going to see a bit of politics thrown in here. But, you know, never mind. But I feel like that I want them to do something more interesting, because last time round in Rusty Davis' era, he focused on the Master being a politician. So I hope it isn't the Master, because that's just redoing everything he previous did. So that's a bit rubbish, if you ask me. But I feel like they need to do something interesting with this guy's character, and it seems like he's going to be a villain. I hope he isn't the Master, because then it kind of ruins the Harold Saxon-esque stuff, in my personal opinion. But I hope he is like another villain, or a renegade alien or something like that, which I feel like would be really cool, or maybe an exile alien. I've got a feeling he's an alien, but an alien who hides as maybe a politician, so I don't think it's a Slitheen, if you ask me. But I feel like he'll do a good job. This actor seems to have done quite a few stuff that's quite a bit of belief, so I don't really know this actor very well, so as you can probably tell. But I feel like he'll be able to do a good job. Anyway, that's kind of what I have to say on him for the behalf. And yeah, more stuff I would like to see going into Series 14. I would like to see the Daleks back. Obviously, you can't have a series like Daleks. They need to kind of bring back old villains, which is something the Chibnall era was terrible at, because they could bring back certain villains, but then make new ones. And Russell T Davies, don't make too many new ones, because maybe you'll overshadow the viewers, and the viewers want to see the Daleks, the Cybermen. They want to see stuff like that. So if you get that in the series, I feel like that'd be brilliant. But I feel like try and do some new monsters as well, but just make them a lot better than Chris Chibnall's blooming monsters, because they weren't that good. But I've got to say, Tim Shaw was actually a better monster, if you could say that. I actually met Tim Shaw quite a while ago now, in 2019. Got a few years ago now. But yeah, so what I would like to say is that I am looking forward to the new Rusty Davies era. I've been excited for it ever since it was announced way back in September 2021. Who could believe that is a very long time ago? This channel was only in its infancy then, and that's rather a long time ago. But I am really excited. When I saw the trailer for series for the 3 specials in 2023, which it is now 2023. When I saw the trailer, I thought it looked amazing. We could sort of beep the meep in it, absolutely amazing. And seeing that character go from comics to the TV series, I feel like that's a big step, and it's very cool. Also seeing the Wrath Warriors, I believe that's how you say it. They also came from the comics, I believe, as well, and they're coming over to the series. I feel that's really brilliant as well. I feel like I'm really looking forward to the 50th and 50th. I meant 60th. Still stuck in 2013, clearly. But I am looking forward to the 60th anniversary. I do hope we see some more Doctors, and I do hope that we see Peter Capaldi, because he's just a brilliant one. Brilliant Doctor. That was the annual from 2015. Amazing. But I've got hope we do see Peter Capaldi in there, because he's my favourite Doctor. He is literally my favourite Doctor. And I hope he pops up here and there. But I am also excited about other stuff we saw in the trailer, like Donna kind of remembering as well, like saying there was a void in her life and stuff like that. And also the way in the trailer, like Sylvia, Donna's mum, she like kind of covers the Doctor, and that's really funny. That's really funny. It's like, oh, don't look away, like that. So that's rather funny. We didn't see Wilfred Mott in the trailer, which was a bit of a sad thing personally, because I was hoping that we'd see Bernard Cribbins in the trailer, because we obviously saw him filming, which I covered on the channel a while ago now, about more than 6 months ago, I believe. So yeah, I do hope that he is actually in it, and I hope they did film all the scenes, which I bet they did. But it was just a bit odd that he wasn't in more of the trailer. And also another casting announcement that was in that trailer was I can't remember this actress' name. Oh, but she was also in a Russell Davies series called Years and Years, but she's obviously making the transition to come over and be in the Hooniverse. So I feel that's rather interesting, because Russell T Davies, I feel like he likes to reuse characters and actors and stuff like that, reuse actors, as he did it famously with Christopher Eccleston, David Tennant. They came over from Russell T Davies' previous writing and producing shows. So I feel like that's rather interesting, and I am looking forward to the production on this as well, because I feel like all of the way that these sets and all this stuff has made looks absolutely really good, and Russell Davies has got Disney backing him, so I've got to say he's got high hopes than Chris Chibnall, whereas Chris Chibnall's era, not really the best if you ask me. I wish it could be a little bit better. Rusty Davies will do a better job, but Chris Chibnall, I'm actually glad he's gone, because certain episodes and writing styles just weren't that brilliant. But you know, I'm fully backing that Rusty Davies knows what he's going to do, and I've got really high hopes for his second era, as it was, and I am looking forward to his second era, and I hope it works really well, and I'm well looking forward to it. I'm excited to see Donna Noble back. I'm excited to see Wilf back, obviously played by Bernard Cribbins. David Tennant's going to be back. That's still crazy. I can't believe that. Yeah, like, I mean, when he left, I was like very small. Yeah, I can't believe it really, and I would never have thought that David Tennant and Rusty Davies would be back. If you told me this in 2019, at the peak of the Jodie Whittaker era going down the drain, as it was, if you told me that, I don't know, a few years later, that Russell T Davies would be showrunner and David Tennant would be Doctor Who, I don't think I ever would have believed you. But now I do. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? But David Tennant being in Doctor Who really threw me off last year when we got the kind of hints and rumours about this, because I thought, that's a bit odd. He wouldn't be 14th Doctor, that's what I was thinking to myself the whole time, and then he was, so I've got to admit, that's just crazy in a nutshell, isn't it? Because I thought that when they were bringing back for the 60th, I thought, oh, it would just be taking place in Series 4, you might meet some other Doctors and stuff like that. But no, Russell Davies cast him as the 14th Doctor, and Ncuti Gatwa is now the 15th Doctor. Mental. I'm absolutely ecstatic. I've no idea. But crazy. And yeah, that brings me to the end of today's video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in a video soon enough. Bye for now.